Alright, we're back for more Yukon Trail. Alright, when we last left off, we came back here to the wharf, and I want to visit with this guy before we leave.
Good day to you. Heading to the Yukon? I have some things for sale that will be of great interest to you.
Okay, what do you have?
I'm selling some items that you will find very useful or valuable up in the Yukon. Today I have a crate of eggs, and I have a pair of gold-sniffing gophers.
Alright, tell me about the eggs.
Folks up in the gold country have plenty of beans and flour and so on, but they're starving for some good fresh eggs. I'll sell you this crate for only $10. I'm sure you can resell them for at least 5 times that amount.
Okay, yeah. You can check with your partner. I think she'll agree with you on this, though. But yeah, we do want to buy the eggs.
Excellent. That will be $10.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, are you interested in my other item?
Alright, just for kicks.
Normally, it takes weeks of back-breaking work to dig down to where the gold might be, and you never know if you're digging in the right place.
So how can the gophers help?
These are specially trained gophers. They have a nose for gold. All you have to do is set them loose, and they'll start digging directly above any spot where gold is buried. Guaranteed. They only cost $10.
Okay, I think if you check with your partner, she'll say that sounds ridiculous. And yeah, it's not. Yeah, the gold sniffing gophers, that he's just trying to scam you on it, so no thanks.
Thanks anyway. Well, that's all I have to offer.
Alright.
Thanks anyway. Well, that's all I have to offer.
Okay. Alright, so real quick about this guy right here. Alright, right now he's selling eggs and he's selling the quote gold sniffing gophers. There's two things that you can do with the items that he's gonna sell right here. You can either resell them for a profit, or you can attempt to use them. The eggs, you can resell them as far as if you resell them in Dyea, you'll get, I think, $30. If you wait until the next camp, I think you'll get 40. But if you wait until later on and try to get more money for them, I think they'll go bad. So you won't be able to sell them at all. The gold sniffing gophers, yeah, the eggs can't be used. That's just not a usable item. Now the gophers, you can try to resell them to pretty much everybody along the line, and nobody's going to want to buy it. So you can't get any money for the gophers. If you keep the gophers until you've tried to stake a claim, then you can turn them loose, and essentially they'll just run away. They're just a scam altogether. All right, there are 6 different items that this guy could be selling at any time. Right now he's selling the eggs and the gophers. He could also be selling a canvas boat and some kittens. The kittens, you can't use the kittens. The only thing you can do is just try to resell them. If you try to resell them anywhere except in Dawson, then they're not going to buy them. But for whatever reason, the outfitter guy in Dawson will buy the kittens, and he'll pay you like $50 for them, and you only buy them for 10. But the problem is by the time you get to Dawson, you don't need that money. So the kittens are pretty much just a waste of time. They're not a waste of money, but you don't need money once you get to Dawson. I'll just say that. The canvas boat, you can try to resell it, but no one's going to want to buy it. You can try to use it once you get to the place where you have to build a boat, but the guy is going to tell you, I see you have a canvas boat, I can't allow you to use it, and then he's going to take it away from you. The other 2 items that this guy could be selling, one of them is caviar. Caviar, you can't use it, but you can resell it pretty much anywhere, and you'll get a profit for it. You can, if you resell it in Dyea, I think you get $30, and then the next camp you get 40, and then if you resell it in Dawson, then you get 50. So the caviar it's just like the eggs. It's a good thing to buy because you can make a little money off of it. The only difference between it and the eggs is you you can actually sell it in Dawson. The eggs you can't. And then the final item is a bicycle. You won't even make it to Dyea or Skagway with the bicycle, because if you buy it and get on the boat, the first thing's going to happen is this guy's going to pop up and say, "Hey, you want to hear something funny? The captain and I were down in the cargo area and we found a bicycle, and we threw it overboard." So the bicycle is just a complete and total waste of money. So anyway, but we do have us some eggs, which is good because that'll give us a little extra money later on down the road. So we're going to talk to this lady here, and we're going to get on the boat and head for Dyea.
Are you ready to depart now?
Yes.
2 on the Alliance, I see. It's ready to sail. Step right aboard.
Okay, here we go. Alright.
This is one humdinger of a storm. I hope the ship keeps floating.
See, every now and then she's going to pop up and say something. If it's something she hadn't said, I'll try to just let it play, but if it's something that we've already heard, I'm going to cut her off and probably just say okay. You can click here, and see, like, you can click here. You've already chosen your ship. There's nothing more you can do to affect its speed. If you click here, the speed of your ship is affected by 3 factors: the weather, the presence of rocks or icebergs, and the condition of the ship, whether or not it has collided with rocks or icebergs. There's nothing you can do about your ship's speed. You're at the mercy of your captain and the weather. And then anytime...
We plunked into those rocks. Lucky for us, we came through without a scratch.
See, it'll say that, but actually, even though it says we came out without a scratch, the boat's going to go slower from now on anyway. I don't know why it says that. It's just another thing about this game. You can click here at any time and it'll tell you the current population of Dawson. I don't know why it does that, but... Anyway, all you can really do here is just wait. There's little landmarks along the way, like there, aboard ship. Gives you a little thing to read. Alright, totem poles. See, this is something else you can read if you want to. Keeps hitting rocks. I think once it's hit either a rock or an iceberg, it doesn't really matter how many more times you hit it. The boat's just gonna go slower.
Well, if that don't beat all, the ship hit that gall darn iceberg. Lucky for us, we just tickled it a little.
It doesn't really matter. See, we're still going the same speed. We kind of caught some bad luck. Sometimes you can make it all the way to either Dyea or Skagway without hitting anything, without running through any storms.
This is Dyea.
Alright, so here we are in Dyea. Alright, we can go to the outfitter, but we don't need to. If you want to go ahead and sell your eggs, you can, but you don't have to. You can wait till the next camp and get a little more money for them. And we're not going to buy a whipsaw. The only thing they're going to sell in there is going to be, I think they'll sell food and a whipsaw if you don't have one. And they'll sell a sled if you don't have one. And if you don't have the outfit yet, they'll sell that instead of food. The arcade... I might give that a try, but let's look around a little bit more. Alright, we got... Let's talk to this guy.
Howdy! You look like you're headed for the Klondike. I just came from there.
Who are you?
I'm Gold Dust Charlie. I've got $20,000 in gold and I'm headed to the outside to celebrate in style.
Where'd you find all that gold?
Well, since I've already staked my claim, I don't mind telling you. It was on Bonanza Creek at 11 above.
What's 11 above?
That's a mining term. That means 11 sites above the original claim on a particular creek.
Okay. How'd you get to Dawson from Dyea?
I came over the Chilkoot Trail. I'm not carrying much more than my gold, so it was pretty easy.
Do you have any advice?
Well, I'm afraid it might be slim pickings. The gold was discovered last summer, you know. Sourdoughs like me who were already on the Klondike stake most of the good claims right away.
You saying we might as well go home?
And no, I wouldn't say that. Your odds of striking it rich are pretty low. But there's always a chance you'll get lucky. Get to Dawson as fast as you can and try to stake a claim near where other miners have had success.
Okay. Alright, before we talk to her, let's talk to this guy here.
Sorry, I've already been hired out.
Who are you?
I am of the Chilkoot division of the Tlingit people. We are native to this area. I am hiring myself out as a packer. I carry people's supplies over the Chilkoot Trail.
Why don't people carry their own?
In some places, the trail is too steep, even for a sled. Many stampeders are not strong enough to carry a heavy load on their backs. We Chilkoot have been doing it all our lives.
How hard can it be to carry a few supplies over the mountains?
The weather is bad. Bitter cold, howling winds, never-ending snowstorms. Also, the Canadian Mounties demand that you have a year's worth of food and supplies. You must make at least 20 trips from here to the summit and back.
Okay, you can say I think I might like to hire you, but he's going to charge you a bunch of money. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and show this.
I'm sorry, I am already working for other people. You should have been here sooner.
Alright, I'm willing to pay extra.
Why didn't you say so? I will carry your supplies for $3,000.
Okay. If you say it's a deal, I think your partner will just say, we don't have enough money.
We don't have enough money for that.
Okay. Yeah, no thank you. Alright, so do you have any advice?
The best advice would be to hire a packer. Unfortunately, I don't think there are any available.
Alright, goodbye. Yeah, and this weird thing here. If you click on this guy, he'll throw his hat down. Kind of funny. Alright, so let's, we're at 13 minutes. Let's go on the dice lane real quick. Talk to this guy.
Hello, friend. My name's Eddie the Sharpener. I'm a different kind of stampeder. I'm carrying gold into the Klondike.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, I'm not gonna dig gold out of the ground. I'm carrying gold into the Klondike.
How are you gonna do that?
I reckon that, come spring, there will be thousands of picks, knives, and axes that need sharpening. I intend to be the only person in Dawson with a grindstone.
Okay. So that's pretty much all he says. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Woe is me. I'm stranded here with no money and no way home. Well, I was a stampeder like yourself, but I was robbed of everything I owned.
How'd it happen?
I stopped in for a little refreshment at the saloon in Skagway. A friendly-looking fella asked me if I wanted to step out back and look at a bald eagle. Sure, I said.
So what happened?
It was a setup. There was no eagle. Two men appeared out of nowhere. They beat me up and took all my money. And when I staggered back out to the street, my outfit had been stolen.
So what are you gonna do now?
I reported the crime to the man in charge of Skagway. He called himself Jefferson Randolph Smith. He said he was outraged and he promised to help me.
What'd he do?
Nothing. I later learned that Jefferson Randolph Smith is better known as Soapy. It turns out he's the leader of the gang of outlaws there. So I left Skagway. Now I'm just trying to get home.
I see. So do you have any advice?
Stay out of Skagway. And from what I've seen, Dyea isn't much better. If I were you, I would trust no one, and I would get out of town as soon as you can.
Alright, so that's a bummer. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna run back out to the street. Okay, I didn't talk to this lady here. Let's go ahead and talk to her.
Klondike News, hot off the presses. Read all about it.
Okay, I'd like to get a paper.
Sure thing. Say, you wouldn't be keeping a journal, would you? I'm looking for Klondike stories to sell to newspapers on the outside.
Okay. If things have happened that have gone into your journal, like us hitting the rocks and the iceberg and talking to people, getting advice from them, then she'll want to buy your journal from you.
I am indeed. I'll pay you $20 in gold. The only thing is, I would need to copy down everything you've written, and that takes time. Is it okay if I return your journal tomorrow?
See, if you do this, you're going to lose a day. So I don't really like to do it. And she's only paying you $20 to do it. I don't really think it's worth it. We don't need the money. So I usually just say, no, I don't have time to wait.
I understand. Here, you can have a newspaper anyway. Have a good...
Okay, crowds on the Chilkoot Trail. Trail is blocked for miles. Alright, Alright, we're gonna talk to this guy when I come back. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Alright, appreciate everybody watching, and stay tuned for another episode of the Yukon Trail. Later.